Hey guys, how's things going? How's everybody doing? It's been a while. It's been like 6 weeks since I've posted a video. Not that I haven't recorded a few, but I recorded a few videos all along. I went in to look at them, and some of them I try to look at them to see if they're good enough to post. That's my editing form of it, and some of them I just didn't get around to posting. I've been busy. I've been doing a project on my house that hasn't gone as smooth as it should have. But that's completed finally. And I've got 4 good videos that I could make on the project. I'm not talking about the project itself. I'm talking about the stumbles, the problems that I've had. And it's been quite a journey for this project that should have been 2 weeks, and it took 6 weeks to finish. But it's completed, and I'm very happy with it. But other things have suffered. Not necessarily suffered. My YouTube channel is something I want to grow. I'm not, I want it to grow, but it's kind of a side job for me. Not really a side job. I shouldn't call it. It's kind of more like a hobby. So anyway, I'm going to get back to recording videos and posting them. That's kind of the reason why when I started the channel, I had at least 10 videos, 12 videos when I first started, because I wanted people to get to know me as a person and what kind of content I was going to post. And like I said, all this stuff that I'm posting is just on my experiences and how I handle it. And like I said, if it can happen, it'll happen to me. And that's the same thing that happened with this project. Yeah, I certainly can't make this stuff up that happened and all the other stuff that's happened to me. But I've gotten to the point where I just got to laugh at things. You can't get upset. You just got to just go with it. And, a couple weeks ago, I was almost in a pretty bad car accident, and I wasn't. That's the key thing, is I wasn't in this accident. And it's because I'm a very defensive driver. But this situation, this woman, if I would have gotten in an accident and I wasn't hurt, I would have kicked the hell out of this woman, because it was a double turn lane, left double turn lane, and 3 cars went through the red light, and then the other car stopped. She came around through the straight lane and made a left. And if I hadn't slammed on my brakes when I saw her, it would have been a bad accident. I would have been hurt. But I wasn't. And that's the key. I wasn't in the accident, and that's, I had an angel, or God was definitely on my side. But I'm going to tell you, there's a reason why I wasn't in an accident. But it was also a godsend in a way, because my dash cam was not recording, and so I couldn't go back and look at the footage, and it hasn't been recording since September. So I got that working. That's working fine now. It did jolt me a little bit, because of the simple fact that, life is not a given. It's not given. Every day we wake up, it's given to us. And I didn't want to drive for a couple days. I was still freaked out about the fact that my dash cam wasn't recording, and the fact that I did avoid it. And I thank God that I have good brakes on my car. My car stopped on a dime, and I appreciate all that I wasn't in an accident. But it took me a couple days to get back in the car and drive. And I know that sounds kind of silly, but it was just a jolt. And like I said yesterday, I was all over everywhere and didn't have a problem driving. I wasn't scared or frightened or anything like that. Not that I am, because I'm a pretty secure person. And I just thank God that I didn't. So that I wasn't in an accident. But, as we get older, we get a little bit more frightened about life. And I don't know why that is. I guess it's because our brains are aging, and we're reverting back to our childhood, I guess. I don't know. I mean, I don't have a problem driving now. But there was a couple days, and I think it's just, I just was doing a reevaluation of what went on and how that happened, and I didn't have dash cam coverage and blah, blah, blah. But that's all working. Everything's good. So other than that, that's basically what's going on, and I will definitely be posting more videos. I'm hoping that this week is going to be a little bit slower for me and that I can get some of my content out. Just the 4 videos I've got to do or I don't have to do them, but I want to do them about this project. You guys are just going to laugh. I mean, it's some of them are pretty funny. I mean, and I'm going to start making this more of a comedy kind of thing, and I just got to laugh these things off because this is going to continue until I die. The way things happen to me. And I'm okay with it. Like I said, why get upset about something that I can't control? If it's something that I can control, but you really can't, there's a lot of things you can't control in life, so why get upset about it? There's no reason. There's no reason to get totally upset. Yes, you need to have some emotions, but when it affects your health, you don't need to get upset about it. You know, and that's my whole thing now. I mean, I did get upset with a couple things that happened because I just couldn't believe that this is happening. I mean, even my friends were like, really? Really? So, but it's all good. And like I said, I'll be back recording a few videos, but I'm just not going to be one of those content creators that are going to have a video out this day and a video out this day. It's just going to be when I have time to do them and be able to edit them. The way I'm going to edit them is just looking at them to make sure that it's a decent video to put out there. So anyway, hope you guys are doing well, that everybody's doing well, and I will see you on the next video. Thanks for watching.